Hey guys, what's, oh my god, my voice is gone. No, it's not. It's just early in the morning. I haven't talked to anyone. Hi guys, what's up? Oh my god, okay. Oh my god. Okay. It is Monday morning. What's the date? It's July 29th. I am like, okay, so I just got back from tour, my first weekend on tour, and it was the freaking most amazing thing that I've ever done in my life. Like, last year's tour was amazing. Like, it was really amazing. Like, I got to go on tour and I got to meet you guys. That was like awesome. But every time I would perform the show last year, I kind of just felt disappointed in myself. I kind of felt like I wasn't giving a show. I was like, maybe, you know, I love entertaining. Like, maybe I'm not good at it, or maybe like I didn't think I was giving enough for you guys. But I didn't really know another option back then, because I was like, you know, YouTubers who go on tour, they just kind of go on tour and talk and like have a microphone and like that's it. And when I got approached for a tour this year, you know, I really wanted to do it for a couple reasons. One, I remember last year meeting you guys, I would feel so much energy after each meet and greet. I felt so much positive energy from everybody. So I was like, you know what? I want to go meet people again. And I said, yes, I do want to perform my songs and my show, but I wanted to do it right. Like, I obviously, you guys know, I was like Britney Spears, obviously Britney, and even like Donny Osmond, and all these people I idolize that I love. They have amazing shows. Like, you go see the shows and you're just like shook after leaving. And I was like, I want an amazing show. And the thing is, I have kind of the means to do it, as far as like, I know, you know, obviously my choreographer Cedric, who works with a lot of artists. Obviously I know amazing talented dancers who have been in my music videos. Like, and I know myself that I know what a good show is. Like, I know I see Britney and I see Donny Osmond, and my window sounds like it's open. And I see like good shows. Like, I know what a good show is. So I was like, obviously I don't have the budget of like a Vegas show, but I was like, I know how to like put on like a good show. So this year I was like, I'm definitely going to like work hard. Like, we spent over, I don't know, probably 60 hours total putting together this show. Did a bunch of rehearsals, costumes, all that stuff like that. And it just went really amazing. Like, the show itself, I have so much fun performing. I have so much fun performing. Like, I get so hyped before the show, and after the show we just all like hug each other and we're just like, this was amazing. Like, it feels so good to me. Like, and you know, I always ask dancers all the time, I'm always like, you know, do you ever get like sick of dancing? And they're like, no, it's like a rush. Like, performing in front, like, I love doing music videos. You guys know, like, obviously my music videos are like my passion project. Like, that's it, you know. Like, I do all my side hustles, like Patreon and stuff like that, and even like Adam and Eve videos to like pretty much like fund my music stuff, because music's so expensive in music videos. But like, I truly love doing it. So, you know, being able to perform these like songs live for people who like, it's crazy, you guys, it's crazy. Yesterday Phoenix was probably my smallest show I've ever played, and I wasn't disappointed in it, but I was like, oh, I hope like the energy is up, because with live performance, like, you feed off energy more than anything. Like, if people are really into it, I get so freaking into it, you know what I mean? And so yesterday they were telling me the number count. I was like, okay, Phoenix is a lower one, but that's totally fine. We're still going to give them an amazing show. And we were super hyped. We were hyping ourselves up before. As soon as I went out on stage, the energy, the noise that Phoenix gave us, which was, like I said, the smallest as far as numbers, was unreal. The bartender in the back, who was super sweet to us, she was like, I've had the room packed completely. It was like a 1,400 venue, a theater venue, and she was, I've never heard it that loud. And like, we were all blown away too. I was like, this is crazy. Like, as soon as I ended Freaky, my first song, I was just like, this is insane. Like, so it's, to me, it's not about numbers or anything. It's about the energy and the hype that people bring. Like, the fact that like every single person was singing to like every single song. Like, we actually videoed yesterday, but I'm also going to post some clips like on Instagram and stuff like that, and maybe on my vlog channel. It's like deafening. We were listening to the video back, like, you can't even hear the music. Like, Dallas was amazing. Dallas was like, oh my god, after Dallas I was like on the biggest high ever. Dallas was freaking amazing. I loved you guys so much. It was truly, truly amazing. And so like, hearing that back and hearing the applause, I was like, amazing. And but then Phoenix, just like I said, like, deafened to the music where you can't even hear it. It was so crazy and so cool. And I'm not saying this to like brag at all. In fact, I'm very, very humbled by it, because I do know this year has been that year where I'm getting a lot of hate. It was a hard year for sure. And I think that played a lot on even my own mental health. And I'm not like blaming anyone or anything. That's the internet. That is what I signed up for. But I've been fortunate in my 13 years on YouTube to not, I get hate in waves, but maybe like for a few weeks at a time, it seemed like hate after hate after hate, and bombarded and bombarded and bombarded with just like people just finding every little thing to come for me on. And I was just like, well, maybe I just like, there's nothing I can do. Even when I would make an apology video, or even when I would make like a video, you know, saying I'm sorry, like whatever, it still wasn't good enough. And I was just like, this is just, nothing I do is good enough for people. Like I should just like, I honestly just felt like quitting the internet. Like I honestly did. It was the first time ever in my YouTube career where I felt like I should just maybe give up and quit. It just seemed like maybe this new generation of YouTubers is like where it's at, and that I no longer fit in, and I no longer am like really, even myself, putting it on myself, like keeping up with the content that people are putting out these days. And I thought, well, you know, Trish, you know, you're a different era of YouTube. Yeah, my videos haven't even evolved that much, except for my music videos, of course. Those have gone up in production, but you know, all my other stuff, you know, it's very basic. It's me sitting talking to camera, which is not, I don't really know any YouTubers who just sit down, talk to camera without cool editing effects or a cool concept, like just a stream of consciousness. I think that's really hard to maintain on YouTube, and I've noticed that myself in the past few years, or the past few months, sorry. So it really made me reflect, being like, do I want to step up my YouTube game? Absolutely. I've also been like, Trish, you need to step it up. I'm very creative. I also know, I know it's entertaining. I know what I would want to watch it from me. And so I do need to step it up. And I'm going to. But I truly love, like, my passion, my love is talking to you guys, like, one-on-one. Like, I love this. Like, I love talking like this, like, one-on-one. And just, like, sharing my feelings and my thoughts and my emotions, and getting to meet people this week. Again, I'm not like trying to pat myself on the back, but I guess kind of, because I've really been hard on myself. But meeting people this week, like I'm not like every single person who came up to me at the meet and greets, like every single person, like had a really, like, their stories were emotional, like their faces were emotional, and like I never really quite know how to take it. Like, it's always like I look at them and it's weird. I like look at them, I look in their eyes, I like see, even if not everyone shares their stories, they'll just sometimes they will and sometimes they won't. Sometimes people are like, you got me through like a really hard time, and they'll like start crying, and like I start crying because I get it, and they get me, and I'm just like, okay, I know I'm a mess, and I know I look emotionally unstable online. And like I said, recently I've been getting so much hate for that. It's like, you need to get offline, you need to go to therapy. But for me, it is a release. It makes me feel better. It lets it out for me. Like, it's a way to release it. And now, what I learned last year on my tour, but a lot this year too, is just like, people like need to hear that other people are going through it, because nobody shows that really. And some people talk about it, but not necessarily while it's happening or while it's going on and while it's raw and real. And I feel like people just need to know that they're not alone, which is why I guess I'm never too scared to keep sharing, because once I hear other people's stories, and it's on a level of just a one-on-one level of them telling me at a meet and greet or something, I realize that I'm not alone, and it's all walks of life, and it's all types of people. I mean, just every kind of person has like gone through something, and they're emotional about it, and like, it makes me feel better knowing that I'm not crazy. Like, I'm not this emotionally unstable person that everyone's like thinks is a freak, that there is something seriously wrong with me, that it's completely and utterly normal to feel sad and to feel depressed, to feel like you can't go on. And what I tell everybody there during the Q&A and at the meet and greets, and I want to tell you guys, and I said on Instagram this morning, is like, there are days where you feel like everyone is against you and you like can't go on, and it's like the darkest place. a place where you feel like you can't even talk to anyone because they won't get it, or they'll be like, why are you so depressed, or they'll judge you, and so you keep it to yourself. And I've had those days too where I just bottle it in and I keep it to myself, and I just feel dark, and I do it alone. And sometimes you have to do it alone. Like sometimes there is no one to talk to, or you just can't find the strength to talk to someone or the courage to do it, and you just have to deal with it alone. But I'm telling you, like, there's so much happiness after those darkest days to be had. You will always feel happiness again. You always feel it again. And especially when you've been your darkest, you're gonna feel that happiness, and you're gonna appreciate it so much more. Part of me thinks that I had to go through so much dark times on my own and alone to truly like appreciate life and my happiness again. That I don't need more in life. I don't want more in life. That I'm perfectly fine with the blessings I have right now in life. I have my health. I have an amazing job. I have a great family, a great support team. I have great friends. Sometimes we're so consumed with what we don't have that we don't appreciate what we have. Like right in front of us. And sometimes, all the time, when you start showing gratitude, the whole universe of like will change. When you start appreciating the blessings you have, abundance of more good fortune will come just by being appreciative of what you already have. I have a manifestation journal I write in of everything that I want, like goals I want to achieve. Just like it started out as like a dream journal, goal journal. And then I realized I should start writing down as well, in addition to what I'm already appreciative for. I was on the plane last night writing it down. You know, I'm like appreciative of being able to even tour. Like, it's insane. I'm appreciative of being able to help people, even if no one else sees it. I don't care. Like, at least people feel it. And that's all I care about. It really is. Like, I can get hate all day long. Like, I was getting hate. You know, I started reading comments like late last night and this morning because, you know, I was just going on tour. So I wasn't really reading too much of the feedback. So I just started reading comments last night. And of course, there's a bunch of hate in the midst of all the love. But, like, it's so funny. Like, that would have really bothered me. And it doesn't affect me because I know the impact that I had on people. The impact people had on me. It was that exchange of energy that I was like, that, and I was so grateful in the moment with each and every person. It was the first time where I didn't feel like rushed, or I didn't feel like I was not there, or that I was tired. It felt so good. And I feel for the first time in months that, like, I'm gonna be okay. And I finally feel like amazing again. And I'm so deserving of everything I want. Even when I was in love before, you know, I felt undeserving. And I would often say that on Twitter, in real life, like, I just didn't feel like I deserved, like, someone to love me or just anything. And for the first time, I think ever, I feel like deserving of good things in my life. Like, I finally feel like this person's, like, worthy of love, of all types, of good fortune, of blessings. Like, I feel worthy, and I feel like ready to accept it all, because I feel like I feel good again. I feel like this extraordinary human being that we all are. Like, I don't think God created any of us to be ordinary. I think we're all very extraordinary humans, deserving of all the blessings in life. And I think anyways, I'm sorry. I'm really happy. I'm sorry this turned like into a weird thing. I was just gonna say like how happy I was, and I am so happy. And this tour, like I said, like touring last year, kind of, it was great. I loved meeting everyone, but I swear by the end of the weekend, I was so tired and so drained. I was like, I do not know how I'm going to do this again. But just having the energy is it's just so good. The show is so fun to perform, and meeting you guys have been just like this. It's just a different energy, and I'm so thankful. Like, there at the Dallas show, there was probably like a dozen repeat people who have come to a show already from last year and came back, which I thought one was like such a blessing. I was just like, wow, that's amazing, because I wasn't super proud of my show last year, and like, no, it wasn't. Like, a lot of people were like, no, it was amazing. But then during a Q&A in Dallas, like, this couple was there, and they were going at your Houston show last year, and it was great. And they said, but like, seeing this progression, and again, this is me patting myself on my back, but it was so nice to hear, seeing this progression and this level that you've taken it to is like really amazing to watch. And it made me so happy, because like, we worked so hard on it, and all I wanted to be is like a performer. Like, that's it. And I always say, like, I am not an amazing dancer. I'm not an amazing singer. I am not Britney Spears. You know what I mean? I'm just not. But I have so much passion for performing and for my songs and for singing and dancing. And I think I tell everybody I'm the best example of this. And I don't say this with any sarcasm or anything. You know, I am someone who loves to dance and loves to sing. And my whole life I've been told, like, from grade school, from auditioning for Annie, being like, you're just not a good singer, like not getting casted as anything in Annie, not even a background orphan, to literally doing my own tour singing. I am so living proof that you can do anything you want to do in life. Like, anything is possible. Like, I swear to goodness, it comes from believing in yourself. And that sounds so cheesy. It sounds so cheesy, but like, if you truly believe you are meant to do something, like, you can do it. And my heart from a kid, I was like, I would watch Britney and I was like, I am going to do that. Like, I want to do that. Like, that's what I feel like I would be happy doing. And it's like basically what I'm doing, and it's amazing. It's because of you guys. I'm so thankful for that, because, you know, at the end of the day, you can't do a tour without an audience. You just can't. You could, I guess, you could perform for an empty room, but like, you can't do it with an audience. And I am so thankful that not only do I have an audience, but I have an enthusiastic audience that like knows every word. You guys scream. Like, I can't wait to post some of the Phoenix clips, because I mean, I posted the Dallas ones. That's why I'm not discounting Dallas, because I've already posted the Dallas ones and those were amazing. But like, both shows, they would just scream, like, just encourage you for like every little thing I did. When I sing Shallow, I sing Shallow. I sing it live. I'm like, hey guys, I know I auto-tune, and like, not everything is live here tonight, but right now I'm gonna do one live, not auto-tune, live vocals, raw. And people lose their shit over that song. And it feels like yesterday, even Cedric and Adam told me on the plane, they're like, you went off on Shallow, like, you went for it. And I was like, I know, because it was the energy. People were screaming and singing. Everyone sings every word to Shallow. It's so amazing. Like, actually, Phoenix sang every word to all my songs yesterday. It was insane. I was like, this is insane. Like, I would look out, I was like, and Shallow's amazing, and I'll get back to that, but like, even seeing everyone sing to my songs, I was I'm shook every time. I really am. But during Shallow, everyone sings all the songs, every word, and people are just, they go nuts, they go crazy. And it's so funny, because a clip went viral, a couple of them went viral on Twitter over the weekend of me singing that. And of course, people are like, oh my god, this is awful, or whatever. But and then someone's like, I'd pay $1,000 to see this live. But like, that song is my favorite, because you guys, I mean, like, here's the thing, like, I've always said I'm not a good singer. Like, I actually think I'm a decent singer, like, as far as like singing, like, you know, like, you know, Cinderella, like, you know, my songs are very just like poppy songs. I feel like I'm a decent enough singer to sing pop songs. But, you know, as far as Shallow goes, like, obviously in no world, in no universe do I think I come even close to being a good singer on that song. Like, no. And that's like not the point of it. Like the original video, obviously it's a trolling video, right? That's why it has so many views, because people are like, this girl, like what? It's so weird. That was like the point of the video, right? Obviously. Because you know what, like I have a song where I'm singing Warrior acoustic with like a guitar, and like yes, I'm not the greatest singer in that either, but that's the one where you can tell I'm like putting effort, I'm like trying. But with Shallow, I kind of go in and out on Shallow on the show. Like I start off being kind of like troll trash, like tell me something, girl, you know. But then there's like parts where I like do try to just sing it, and then of course when it goes to the Shallow part, you know, the I'm off the deep end, watch as I dive, and like it's always so off, but the energy is so huge in the room at that moment, and I feel like freaking Lady Gaga up there. I feel like her performing at the Oscars. It's an amazing feeling. It's like when you do it in your room or in your car, but you imagine having this audience that freaking just loves you and is supporting every missed note you sing, and it is the craziest feeling. It feels so amazing. I feel like freaking Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey, just every amazing vocalist. I feel like that. That's how I feel in the moment. It is my American Idol moment. When I was a kid, I always wanted to be on American Idol and performing and like belting, and people just like shook. And that's what it is at my shows. It's not because I'm like killing the notes, but it's just like I am so into it. Like every single song I do, I'm so into at the show. Like it's you know, dreams are made of at the end. I'm so happy. Like it's just amazing. And I hope if you guys have a chance to come to the show. If you don't have a chance to come to the show, I'll try and post as much as I can online. I don't want to obviously post the whole show online, but if you guys have a chance, we're still going on 6 weekends. So I think it's 12 shows left, so still quite a few shows. We're in Philly and New York next. It's truly just like my endorphins, my rush is performing. It's really, really amazing, and I can't thank you guys enough, and each and every person who has come out to the show. Like I can't thank you enough. Each and every person who got meet and greets, I can't thank you enough, and you guys watching, I cannot thank you enough. Like it's really, really, really surreal and overwhelming, but at the same time I'm so appreciative. And like I said, like for the first time in my life I feel deserving, and in the first time in months I feel happy, and I just love you guys. And this doesn't mean that I'm just going to be happy for the rest of my life, no, but like I definitely have learned to be grateful and appreciative of the blessings I have right now in the moment. Alright guys, we'll have videos come back this week. I love you guys